now I'm going to put the flowers. See, I'm going to cut these big leaves into these shapes. Then I will, this one I can do like this. And we will, today I'll meet Xiaofu, we will study Bible together, and we will go to Yunfeng Xiaoshi to eat. That is a popular restaurant at the campus. Very popular. It's beautiful. It's so lovely. Let me put three ready, and then I will decorate it. And so beautiful and so lovely. Okay, when I put like this, after I put like this, then I will use hold on. Now it looks like this now. Is it beautiful? It's so lovely. Now, done. And the Bible project. 好，在这儿。然后
Hello and welcome to the Bible Project.
下面
Daniel, who's later named Belteshazzar,
有4个，就是说他们被那个流放嘛，这就是被流放出来的时候，有4个人，你帮我在英文找到他的那个你的那个和合本里边，除了 Daniel 还有哪3个？因为这个是这个故事里边 ，Daniel 是主要是讲 Daniel， 但是这里边还讲到了3位。
还有这个，哈玛尼亚和米伊莎、亚沙尼娜。
好，然后继续。
and his 3 friends who you probably know,
3个朋友。
Babylonian names, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. This book tells of their struggle to maintain hope in the land of their conquerors. The book's design seems pretty simple at first. Chapters 1 through 6 contain stories about Daniel and his friends in Babylon, while chapters 7 through 12 contain the visions of Daniel about the future. But this 2-part shape is made even more
有
interesting.
什么样？
But they're pressured to give up their Jewish identity by living and eating like Babylonians, a sequence of kingdoms, and the head is Babylon. But then a huge rock comes flying in, and it shatters the statue, and it becomes this huge mountain. Now this dream is the first of many symbolic visions in the book, and this one introduces the basic storyline of them all. Daniel says that the statue represents a train of human kingdoms following from Babylon, and they will all fill God's world with violence. But one day, God's kingdom will come and will confront and humble the arrogant kingdoms of this world and fill the world with the healing justice of God's reign and rule. After this, chapter 3 tells the famous story of Daniel's 3 friends who refused to bow down and worship a huge idol statue, which, like the statue in chapter 2, represents the king and his imperial power. So the friends are persecuted, they're thrown into a fiery furnace, but God delivers them from death, and they're exalted by the king who now acknowledges their God as the true one.
然后在第3章的时候说到 God rescued Daniel and his friends， 在这个里边，你可不可以告诉我们他们 why the king why did the king throw Daniel and his 3 friends into the fire? Why？ 原因是为什么？你看一下那个英文，然后你可以把英文告诉我原因是什么 ？Why did the king throw Daniel and his friends into fire? Why?
用英文吗？
用英文。简单的英文。 Why?
They want,要不我就按上面的说吧。
好。
好。But even if he does not, we want you to know, your major city, that we will not serve your gods or worship the image of God you have set up.
好，这个里边用中文说就是他们拒绝，然后去崇拜国王。这个崇拜不是说尊敬，你尊敬权威，尊敬长辈，尊敬老师，这个都是人的一个本分，就是说你要敬重，是吧？敬重一种权威，敬重他的管理。但是这里呢是说要把它当作神一样的敬拜。在这个英文里边他做了一个总结，第3章他总结就是 refusal to worship the emperor，the emperor 就是 king，所以你可以把这句话记一下。就是 refusal， 就是说他们彻彻底底的拒绝去崇拜国王。The refusal to worship the emperor， 他们觉得 emperor 是的，他们是尊重的，也是尊敬的，把他尊敬，就是他有管理的权限嘛。这个是应该的，就是也是本分。他们也很尊敬国王，是吧？在前面也说他们和国王关系还蛮好的，就是他。这个里边除了这个里边它有一个尊敬以外，但是这个已经超越了尊敬的范围，是要把它当作神一样的来崇拜。那他们是不愿意，因为他们只敬拜真神，敬拜上帝。Refusal to worship the emperor， 就因为这个原因，他们进去了。
After this come a pair of stories about 2 Babylonian kings, the father, Nebuchadnezzar, and then his son, Belshazzar. They're both filled with pride because of their imperial power. And so, like in chapter 2, God warns them both through dreams and then visions, which, also like chapter 2, only Daniel can interpret. He says that both kings are to humble themselves before God, and both kings arrogantly resist. So Nebuchadnezzar is stricken with madness. He becomes like a beast in the field. But then he humbles himself before God, and his humanity returns to him. He's restored as king. This is in contrast with his son, Belshazzar, who doesn't humble himself before God, and he's assassinated that very night. Now, these 2 stories...
好，你看一下他们两个，他这个里边讲到的2个国王的命运，哈，这个是他的父亲，这个是这个国王的父亲，这个 Daniel 是把这个故事都跟他们，就是他们做的梦，他都跟他们翻译了之后，就是说他要他们 humble yourself before God's kingdom， 就是说你对对于神你是要在神的面前要自谦自卑嘛，他是这么跟这2个国王说的。然后他的这个国王就是他的父亲呢，还真说了，他说 I'm sorry God， 因为他非常狂大，然后狂大了以后呢，他后来是疯了以后呢，他还是对神说 I'm sorry God， 然后神又让他恢复了王位，但是他的这个儿子呢就更狂妄，最后是被 assassinated， 就是被暗杀了。这里边有几个句子 restored as a king， 就是说恢复了他的王位 restored，这些词就比较有用得到。然后他们的这个 pride 就是傲慢骄傲，非常的傲慢，非常的骄傲，非常的觉得了不起，非常觉得自大，然后觉得自己的国家也特别的繁华，而且他的确也很繁华，也很繁荣，也很强大。所以就这个 pride 是非常可怕的罪，就是说在罪里边最大的一个罪就是骄傲 pride。这个是 as stored as king， 就是说最后那个还是恢复了他的王位。这个是他的父亲，这个到他就不一样。
Genesis chapters 1 and 2 and Psalm 8, where humans are depicted as the royal image of God. He's given them authority to rule over the beasts of the field, the birds of the air on behalf of God, who is the world's true king. But when human kingdoms
这段非常重要。它这里边讲的 image from Genesis 1 or 2，这个是给你的作业，你自己回去看一下。在这个 Genesis 就在启示录的第1章和第2章，创世纪里边，还有 Psalm 8，诗篇的第8章，这2个就是给你。然后他也给你做了总结，他说 humans, the royal image of God, to rule on God's behalf。这里这一段你可以看一下 ，to rule on God's behalf， 就是说我们是神所造的，按神的样式所造的，然后我们是管理，就代表。Now story time. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 7. Their strength is to sit still. It is hard for me to sit still. When I was in Uganda, life was not easy. I had to overcome doubts, fear, and a lot of negative thoughts. Where I stay, the compound sometimes lack of water, sometimes no power, no water. It took 30 minutes by driving to one of the big supermarkets in Kampala. There were bandits. There were riots. The bandits, they burned the shops, they burned the buses on the road, sometimes they broke the windows of Chinese people's shop. Life was far from easy. One afternoon when I was inside the classroom, I was teaching. My student and me saw a group of bandits. They carried huge stones and they were shouting, they were burning the bus. At that moment, my student and me, we were scared. Every part of me fall apart. Went to run from the back door of Makerere University. They went to run out of the campus. At that moment, the necessity for immediate action seemed overpowering. The circumstances was like that which I had never met in my life. What should I do? I kept asking myself, what should I do? I didn't know what should I do. I was totally scared that moment. When I looked at the window, I started to pray. God help, be near to us, have mercy. Suddenly, there was a very small voice deep inside my soul. Be still. The voice has tremendous power. huge power calmed my soul. I hearkened. I waited. Then I turned to comfort my students. I did know that was God. I met God in emergency, in greatest danger. Several times in Uganda. My student and me finally arrived home safely. I learned to trust in God.